Man, Pixar, you did a good job, man. That was good. Just you got lucky. Don't make another one. Please don't make another one. Hey. Hi. Howdy. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bailey, or BTLB. You may be wondering why I did that really cringy, weird intro, but that's actually a shout out to one of my really good friends, Maya. She has her own channel called Happily Maya. I'll put the link down in the description below. She's got some great content too. She just posted a Q&A a couple of weeks ago and a summer lookbook. She's got some good content on there, so I hope you guys can go check it out. Go follow her, subscribe. I want to give all the support I can to my friends. So, yeah. So today we're going to be talking about the movie Toy Story 4. That's right. They made another one. I never thought I'd see the day where I'd actually say the words Toy Story 4 and it not be a joke. But Pixar apparently had a really good story put together, so here we are, one cash grab later. Before we dive on into the next Pixar adventure, please go down and give this video a like. Any and all support is greatly appreciated. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you want to see next. Do you want to see more reactions, more reviews? You let me know. And finally, please don't forget to hit the bell for post notifications. That lets you stay up to date with my channel and all the uploads that I have coming out. Anyways, without further ado, this is Toy Story 4. 7 years ago, we see what happened to Bo Peep before the events of Toy Story 3, as she was sold to a thrifter when Andy's younger sister Molly grew out of her. Woody and Bo share a sad farewell. And we flash forward 9 years later, where it's been 2 years since Andy donates his toys to Bonnie. The toys are happy, but Woody starts to get left behind or on the sidelines in Bonnie's playtime. Bonnie starts kindergarten, and since she's nervous and hasn't made any friends in class, she literally makes a friend in Forky. Yeah. Some of the most iconic characters of all time, and your big selling point was a spork. Okay. Anyways, Forky comes to life and is basically suicidal, trying to jump into any trash can he can. Woody becomes a babysitter to make sure nothing happens to Forky. Bonnie's family and her toys head out on a road trip, and when Forky jumps out the window, Woody jumps out after him. The two end up in this antique shop where Woody rediscovers Bo Peep. The only one standing in their way is this defective American Girl-style doll named Gabby Gabby and her army of ventriloquist dummies. So you probably know the drill by now, but in every review I like to give the positive and the negatives of why this movie was either really good or really bad. As usual, I'm going to start out with the positives. Number one, the comedy was really good. You know, all of the Toy Story movies have balanced comedy and action and just overall storytelling very well. But Toy Story 4 was definitely the funniest of the series. I was rolling on the floor with half of the jokes in this movie. Forky actually turned out to be my favorite character throughout most of the movie. I'm trash. As well as Ducky and Bunny, played by the brilliant comedic duo Key and Peele.
With my foot! Get him. Oh, get him.
It was nice to have this surprise of really well-written humor, especially in a movie I figured was going to be garbage from the start. Number two, the story was just really good, surprisingly. Now, as much as I am one of those guys that thought they should have stopped at 3, because I am, they really should have stopped.
Why did you make another one?
I'm also able to admit that I really enjoyed the story they gave us. Really watching made me feel like a kid again, but on top of that, it felt like an ending we didn't really know we needed. While Toy Story 3 was the ending to Andy's arc with his toys, 4 really ended Woody's arc. It showed his full circle of character and what it is to be a toy, and honestly that caught me off guard. Finally, number 3, the villain. So this is the part of the movie where I'm going to delve into some spoilers. It's not anything that we don't know from the trailers, but I also know a lot of people don't want to be wrecked on any movie. I know me with the Marvel movies especially, if you tell me a spoiler before I see it, it's not good, it's not pretty. So just to give you a heads up, right now would be a spoiler warning. If you don't want to know anything about this movie, if you don't want to know anything about what I'm about to say about what the villain was like or any other characters, I would say just either skip ahead to the video where I'm not talking about this. I'll probably leave a timestamp down below. Otherwise, go see the movie and come back and let me know what you think once you saw it. So the villain of this movie is Gabby Gabby, but she really isn't even a villain. And I don't mean a bad guy with good intentions. I mean, she's not really a villain. She just needs something from Woody, and she just happens to use a little bit of force in manipulating. It seems villainous, but most of us do this every day, and no one says anything. She just needs a piece that will fix her, and she only wants it so she would be played with.
That's what she said!
And it was the first time that Pixar gave us a Toy Story movie and there wasn't really like a real villain. And honestly, I'm gonna have to commend them for that. Oh, plus those dummies were creepy as f. Now for the negatives. And I could just say the fact that they made this movie in the first place, but the problems with the movie were minor, but again, they're still problems. Number one, you made a fourth Toy Story. Yeah, I lied. A negative I will always have to defend is the fact that Toy Story 3 should have ended things like we originally thought they did. It felt, although I did like that, it just was too much of a cash grab and something that wasn't really necessary at all. Number two, the characters. Now, I did just say that I enjoyed some of the new characters a lot. However, that means in order to bring in new characters and let them shine, you have to push back some of the OG toys, and especially for my childhood, that hit kind of hard. Quick side story, Toy Story was one of the biggest, if not the biggest movie of my childhood. As a younger kid, I dressed up as Woody every day. And honestly, that just shows how much this movie touched me as a kid. It was a movie that I was so obsessed with that I would throw a tantrum if I didn't wear the costume of my favorite character. So when some of these characters that I grew up with and they mean the world to me and you just kind of push them to the sidelines, it kind of hurts some of your more faithful and nostalgic viewers. Now, we have had 3 movies focused on these toys, but that doesn't mean I'm not interested in what's going on with Rex, Slinky, or even Bonnie's toys. It just felt kind of harsh to my childhood for characters I've loved for years to be pushed aside so easily. Especially when the new characters, while funny and somewhat interesting, they honestly just stole the spotlight. The only real toys that get any love in this movie that are from the OG trilogy are Woody, Bo, and Buzz. And even Buzz gets shafted quite a bit. So here are my final thoughts on Toy Story 4. Overall, this movie is another cash grab, no doubt, but surprisingly a very good movie as well. Again, Pixar got extremely lucky with this movie. Toy Story 4 really encapsulates the end of Woody's story arc. While Toy Story 3 really focused on saying goodbye to Andy, Toy Story 4 wanted to focus on saying goodbye to Woody, since he is the main character of this series. It really gave us a solid final film for this series.
I hope.
At the end of the day, I'm gonna give Toy Story 4 an 8 out of 10. It really hit quite a few emotional highs and had me dying laughing the entire time. And it told a really well-written story, but again, it was another extension that I feel like we just did not need. So guys, that was my review for Toy Story 4. I hope you guys enjoyed. Did you like it? Did you not? Go ahead and leave a like. Let me know what you thought. Go ahead and drop a comment. Tell me what you thought about the movie. Did you agree? Did you disagree? It's gonna happen. Let's just be calm about it. Also, leave a comment and let me know what you want to see next. I got a couple more reviews in the works, like I always say. And finally, don't forget to hit the bell for post notifications so you can stay up to date with everything my channel has to offer. Again, my name is Bailey, or BTLB, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
I'm trash.